Good morning. Today we will discuss about metabolism. You know the metabolism. Last year I taught to you in the biochemistry metabolism. Simply metabolism is a foodstuff energy converted into the biological, means simply chemical energy can convert into the biological one. Metabolism can be divided into two parts, anabolism and the catabolism. In the anabolism, formation of new cell, development of the body, growth is seen. In the catabolism, breakdown of the big molecule of the food and into the small, and that convert to the biological energy. Now today you can see in the point of view the pharmacology, drug act in the body, how is it metabolized. The metabolism is simply, it can be also called as a biotransformation, is also called as a biotransformation of the. Today you can discuss metabolism or the biotransformation of drug. See, generally metabolism take place. The drug can metabolize in the body. Generally in the is a vital organ in the body is in the liver. The 99% metabolism take place in the liver, and the some extent of the body parts, lungs, kidney, skin, etc. These are the remaining organ, but metabolism, that part should be 1%, maybe more than 1%. Not, these are the remaining organ. Now, what do you mean by the metabolisms? The drug act in the body. Now this the drug is administered, is go inside the body, absorption take place, then get the distribution, then get the metabolize, and the metabolism take place in the liver. What happen in the liver? In the liver, number of enzyme is act, and the drug change their structural. The drug changes their structural activity. Means metabolism is simply called as a complex form of the drug is converted to the simple form of the drug. The active drug can convert into the more active drug. That is the metabolism. See, the metabolism, drug in the body act number of enzyme, and the resulting structural changes take place in the body. The structural changes take place in the body, and that process is called as the metabolism. See, the metabolism, drug in the body are act upon by number of enzyme resulting structural changes. The process is called metabolism. In this process, the active drug is converted into the more active drug. Earlier you have to see the most important organ is the liver. Now the important function of metabolism is convert non-ionized lipid soluble drug into non-active polar and water soluble compound, or convert into more active compound. That is the most important function of the metabolism. Convert the non-ionized lipid soluble drug into the non-active polar and water soluble compound, or convert into the more active. For example, now is the drugs. Levodopa is converted to the dopamine. The drugs are useful in the treatment of Parkinsonism. They are synthesized into the brain. The levodopa is a precursor product that convert into dopamine and that act in the brain by D2 receptor, and they get used in treatment of Parkinsonism. It's a disease, old age disease. Now next example of the drug. Ampicillin is converted into the ampicillin. It's a general antibiotic. It's a general antibiotic. You know the definition of chemotherapy. The drug is prepared by the microorganism and killed by the microorganism. That is called as the antibiotics. These are the examples. The enzyme involved in the hepatic, the metabolism take place in the enzymatical changes take place. Enzymes is act on the liver. Now the enzymes is act in the liver in by the microsomal, and that is the one, and the second non-microsomal enzymes, which should be act in the non-microsomal enzymes occur primarily in the liver but also in the plasma, also in the tissue. Microsomal is only the livers. The metabolism of the drug, there are two types of the reaction. This is important. The metabolism or biotransformation. Metabolism or racket or biotransformation of the drug reaction in the body There are two types: non-synthetic reaction, and second, synthetic reaction. Synthetic reactions. These are the two type of reactions generally performed in the liver: non-synthetic reaction and the synthetic reaction. How can you differentiate? See, now first you can see, afterwards you can understand better. UDD non-synthetic reactions. In these reactions are involved so many chemical reactions. In these reactions involve so many chemical reaction. For example, oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, etc. These are the chemical reactions. Now the example of the, now see the oxidation. Major oxidation take place in the liver by enzymatic reaction. There are the two, microsomal and the non-microsomal. In the oxidation in the liver, enzyme is enzymatical reaction act the microsomal enzyme is act. An example, see the ethyl alcohol. Intake of the ethyl alcohol that convert into in the liver acetaldehyde, that convert into the acetic acid, then get carbon dioxide and the water. See, intake of the ethyl alcohol. When you can take, for example, you intake the alcohol in the sense of wine. Those are the taken the wine that convert in the liver acetaldehyde, they convert acetaldehyde, then convert the acetic acid, and finally you will get the carbon dioxide gas released from the sorry, gases is released from, that's like Dakar. That carbon dioxide and the water goes to the urinations. The alcohol intake is end product is the carbon dioxide and the waters. This process can followed by the oxidation. Which enzyme is act? Microsomal. Where is act? In the liver. Second, reduction reaction. It is catalyzed by both enzymes, which are the both microsomal and non-microsomal. Both enzymes they can act by the in the reduction reaction. Where? In the liver. Example, roller hydrate convert into by reduction process trichloroethanol. They are stimulated by reduction process that in the both enzyme microsomal and the microsomal in the livers, and then finally you get the trichloroethanol. Another hydrolysis. Example, acetylcholine, cholinergic drug. They get hydrolysis. Choline esterase is a hydrolysis. They get the choline and the acetic acid. choline and the acidic acid. Now second type, synthetic reaction. Synthetic reactions. Now these are synthetic reaction is also called as a conjugation reaction. Is also called as a conjugation reaction, totally prepared by synthetically. Drug in the body combined with, generally the drug is goes in the body, it should be combined glucuronic acid, glucouronic acid, sulfate, glycine, that undergoes by the chemical process. Which are the process? Acetylization process. Now in the PC2 you know what do you mean by the acetylization, madam? I think so, madam will explain, or madam have been explained already. Acetylization in the PC2 reaction, these are the chemical reaction. Previously you can see the simple chemical reaction. Now these are the synthetic reaction. You can prepare by that process. Acetylization, drug combined with the gluconic acid, sulfate, glycine and acetylization, or another methylation process. They can get the synthetic reactions. Now example, what is methylation? Phenol and amines, phenols and amines can methylated process, methylated, the synthetic process, and finally get adrenaline and histamine. Adrenaline and histamine. Adrenaline is an adrenergic drug. Histamine is at the self-remedy, that is called as a self-remedy act in the body, that is called as a atocoid. They are synthesis in the body. Adrenaline is sympathetic drug. Sympathetic drug. That is the process of methylation. Another example, you can take the acylation. You know it. Synthetic. What is synthetic process? Acylation. The compound having the amino group. That compound having the amino group that can be acylated. Amino group that can be acylated. That is the process of synthetic reaction. And get sulfonamide. Sulfonamides, para amino sulfuric pass. Sulfonamide is act in the antibiotic, generally used in the UTI, in fact urinary tract infection is commonly used in urinary tract infections. That is acylation. Those compound having the amino group that perform metabolize in the liver by acylated, that is synthetic process. Sulfonamide and the pass. Sulfonamide commonly used in treatment of urinary tract infection, UTI. Another, sulfate conjugation. Commonly it is used in the process sex hormone. therapeutic drug, broad spectrum antibiotic. They act in the both gram positive and the gram negative bacteria. Last, conjugation reaction. Conjugation. Conjugation, glucouronic acid, glucouronic acid get conjugate that is a synthetic process, synthetic reaction, that is process, and it gives glucose that combine with hydroxyl group or carboxylic acid group. Example for the conjugation: morphine combined with glucouronic acid finally get morphine glucuronamide. These are the example of synthetic reactions. Now the last part of third chapter is excretion. The excretion means elimination of the drug or excretion of the drug through the urine or fecal matter. Already you has been studied in the last year in the HAP. Excretion means elimination of the drug and their metabolized from the body. It is important to determine duration of action and the drug toxicity. Why the excretion is important? It is determine the duration of action and their drug toxicity. It may be having which type of the adverse effect. They having toxicity is harmful in the body. Harmful. Sometimes the toxic you call as a poison also. Body can metabolize some food. Today the food is having the chemical based food. All fertilizers is used by heavy pesticides. Sowing the foods prepared, you are apply the so many type of the pesticides. They are having the organophosphorus compound. That organophosphorus compound having the poisons, and that you can metabolize in your body and that remove in the body, that in the form the toxicity. That's called the drug toxicity. And these are useful in the importance of the excretion, that is duration of action and the drug toxicity. Excretion means elimination of the drug from the body. The fast excretion are short acting and the slow excretion drug is the long acting. The fast excreted, the drug is excreted fast, that is called as the short acting drug. Short acting drug. And the long acting drug, that is duration is long, that is long acting. The various organs are involved in the excretion. Basically, kidney is most important, the vital organ in the body. Excretion take place maximum through the kidney, you know it. Another, those should be present in the bile duct and bile salt. It is used in the partially excretion. It is not fully but partially excreted. Another is the intestine. Through the pieces and dissolved unwanted matter, they can remove. Lungs, volatile oil, volatile anesthesia excreted through the lungs, and the other, etc. These are excreted organ. Okay, completed now this chapter. Next time you will see the new chapter, drug mechanism of drug action. Thank you.